guys, I hope you are doing well. My name is Joanne, the career coach. So today I want us to talk about the interview question, what is your salary expectation? So remember, when they ask you what is your salary expectation, that question is different from what is your current salary. So when they ask you what is your salary expectation, I have my two favorite ways of answering the question. The first one, you can tell them what you're currently on. So you can tell them what your gross salary is. Are you on any medical cover? Are you given like fuel allowance and any other allowance that you're given? And you tell them that this is what I'm currently earning, but I would want to hear what the range for this position is. My second favorite response would be, you ask them, like for this job, I'm sure you already have a range for, like for this position. Like, do you mind telling me what that range is? Throwing the question back at them, is going to save you from giving a number that's either too low or too high. Because if you give a number that's too low, then you might end up walking away with something that is really beneath what you're worth. And then also you might end up quoting something that's too high, and then you end up missing the opportunity. Please note that there are people who have actually lost job offers because they are not able to navigate this question properly. And so this is also one of the key questions that you really need to think about before you go for any interview. Before you go for the interview, also make sure you've done your research. Doing your research is going to help you know for that position, like what range do they give, but then also have a number for yourself. You also need to know what your worth is and what you are, willing to, to take home, so that then it's going to also help you when you're negotiating the salary. But for me, what is normally very important is, number one, when they ask that question, say what you're currently on and tell them, this is what I'm currently on. Do you guys mind telling me what the range for this salary is? Or you can ask them, for this job, I already I know that you already have a range for for this position, because by the time a job is going up, most employers would know what they're willing to give. So you can throw the question back at them and let them give you a number. But if they insist that you need to give them a number, then you'll have done your research, and then you'll be able to give them a number that is strategic and also something that you've thought about. The mistake that most candidates would do is you might panic, especially if you're not currently employed. So of course that normally does something to your self-esteem. So when they ask you that question, at the back of your mind, you might think, no, I'm not currently working, should I just take anything that they that they give me? But really, just because you're not currently working or you don't have a job right now does not mean your value decreases. Maybe you've worked for the past 15, 10 or 8 years. Just because you've been employed for the for the past 3 months or 6 months does not mean that you don't have any value. So when you go for the interview, you really need to be confident when you give that number. You can't just go and then when they ask you what is your salary expectation, don't give an answer like I'll take anything. That's not a good answer. I mean, even I would wonder, why would you say you'd take anything? Is it that you don't know your worth, or what is going on? So saying that you take anything, that's not being humble. It's not, that's not a smart way of answering that question. Do your homework, know what your worth is, and be able to give a straight and a confident answer. So that's all that I had for today. I hope this video has been beneficial. Thank you, and see you next time.